I try to be as consistent as I can. I don't never want to try to overwork myself. And then if it's not gonna be how I wanted it to be, I'm not gonna just jump on it right then. I'm still gonna wait.
A young woman poured her heart into a melody, into brushstrokes of color for a future she meticulously planned. She was an artist on the rise, a mother whose love knew no bounds. Her life was a canvas being painted with passion and purpose, each stroke bringing her closer to a vivid, tangible dream. Then, one warm August night, a storm of gunfire erupted from the shadows, not in a distant land of conflict, but on a residential street in Birmingham, Alabama. In an instant, that canvas was ripped apart. A future, so carefully constructed, simply ceased to exist.
Is accused in the deaths of Kayla Warren and Nabrian Adams. The two were found shot last August on 30th Street Southwest. Creo Jemison is being held in the Jefferson County Jail without bond.
This is the story of Kayla KayWay Warren. Her artistic journey, her aspirations as a cosmetologist, her profound role as a mother, all silenced. It sparked a desperate search for facts, a path that would lead to arrests, then to baffling dismissals, leaving behind only the haunting resonance of what was lost. But for Kayla, for her family, and for a community left to grapple with an unexplainable void, who pulled the trigger, and why does the truth remain so agonizingly out of reach? That question hangs heavy, refusing to fade, demanding to be answered. Before we pursue the elusive answers within this story, if tales of real-life mysteries and the relentless quest for accountability hold your interest, then stay with me till the end. Welcome to Viral True Crime Stories, where we bring you the most compelling and heartbreaking true crime cases. Every story we share is based on real events that deserve to be heard. Kindly support us by subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell icon so you never miss an important story. Kayla Alexandria Warren, at just 28 years old, was a force in motion. She wasn't content to simply exist. She was actively sculpting her destiny. Known by her stage names, KayWay or 205 KayWay, she carved out her place in the rap scene. Her voice found its way to listeners across YouTube and Apple Music, a testament to her dedication. Her tracks, like Choosy Lover, showcased her skill, not just as a performer, but as a songwriter. Her music wasn't just entertainment, it was her truth, her lived experiences poured into every conscious, authentic lyric. But Kayla's ambitions extended far beyond the microphone. She was a young mother, a detail that adds another layer of heartbreak to her story. Her daughter was not just a part of her life, she was a driving force, the very reason behind many of Kayla's tireless efforts. Kayla understood the importance of practical skills, too. She was diligently pursuing a cosmetology certificate from the Midfield School of Cosmetology. These were not just separate paths, they were two sides of the same coin, both aimed at securing a stable, flourishing future for her family. This was Kayla, an artist with a message, a student with a vision, a mother with endless love. She was a woman actively shaping her legacy, each day adding another brick to the foundation of the life she envisioned for herself and her child. Her future, once so clear, so within grasp, was now on a collision course with a reality she could never have foreseen. On that fateful August evening, an unseen, destructive force was already closing in, poised to dismantle everything she had built. The question remained, searing and unanswered. Who pulled the trigger, and why does the truth remain so agonizingly out of reach? What truly happened on that porch in Germania Park?
I had to be real, just
so to tell the people,
stress-free.
What's your hardest song you feel like you done ever went in on?
Yeah.
If you can name off the top of your head, what's the hardest song you think you ever went on?
What's your favorite?
Dirty Dan,
I
but
gotta go listen to that one.
a lot of people like Lay Loud too,
Listen
though.
to it again today.
Yeah, I got I got some though, for real. I got some motion I'm finna put out.
It was the evening of August 21st, 2024. As twilight settled over Birmingham's Germania Park neighborhood, Kayla Warren was with friends. They gathered on the porch of a home on the 700 block of 30th Street Southwest. It was a common scene, the easy calm of a social night. No one had reason to believe this quiet moment would become ground zero for an eruption of brutality. Then, without warning, the air tore open. Gunfire. It wasn't just a few shots, it was a fusillade. 36 shots. Think about that number. 36 shots roared through the quiet evening. 36 rounds, unleashed with a terrifying intensity, transformed that ordinary gathering into a scene of pure bedlam. It was an overwhelming display of force, suggesting an act not random, but deliberate. In the chaos, Kayla was struck. Critically injured, she was rushed by Birmingham Fire and Rescue Service to UAB Hospital. Despite the desperate efforts, Kayla Alexandria Warren was tragically pronounced dead from her wounds. The full scale of the attack became clear as two other individuals were also hit, though one survived. This wasn't just a shooting. It was a torrent of bullets that claimed Kayla's life and left a profound scar on that quiet street. If Kayla's story holds you captive, take a moment to like this video. It truly helps us share these crucial true crime narratives with more people. And let me know in the comments below, what do you find most unsettling about a young, aspiring life being extinguished in such a way? The scene was devastation. As paramedics fought for lives and officers swarmed the area, a frantic investigation began. What they would soon uncover would only deepen the puzzle, leading them toward potential suspects, yet failing to answer the most fundamental question that continues to haunt. Who pulled the trigger, and why does the truth remain so agonizingly out of reach? The hunt for accountability had just begun. In the chaotic aftermath of the shooting, Birmingham police immediately launched their investigation. The early hours were critical. A person of interest was swiftly brought in for questioning, signaling rapid movement. Yet, formal charges weren't laid right away, indicating the complex nature of the evidence and the painstaking work required to build a solid case. The inquiry into Kayla's death would stretch for months, a stark reminder of how intricate such crimes can be. Then, in April 2025, significant progress finally arrived. On April 12th, Jamil Carrillo Jemison, born July 18, 2001, was taken into custody and charged with capital murder in connection with Kayla Warren's death. Just 2 days later, on April 14th, Laudre Demont Todd Green, born October 16, 2001, also faced the same grave charge. The gap between the initial person of interest and these later arrests suggests the investigation evolved, new evidence surfaced, and the focus shifted, leading law enforcement to these two men. Public details about Jemison and Todd Green are sparse. Jemison, a former high school baseball player for Parker High, represents one of the few personal glimpses into their lives. Beyond basic records, their backgrounds remain largely unknown, adding to the enigma surrounding Kayla's killing. But the most profound silence came from elsewhere, the motive. Unlike many other cases, no official reason for Kayla's brutal murder was ever publicly reported. In a world that demands explanation, how can the driving force behind a young woman's death simply disappear? The community breathed a collective sigh of relief, believing that for Kayla, justice was finally within reach. With two suspects in custody, facing capital murder charges, the path forward seemed clear. But what happened next, in the quiet proceedings of the courthouse, would stun everyone, tearing away any sense of impending closure and thrusting Kayla's case back into the unforgiving depths of the unsolved.
Come over this way just a little bit. A little bit more than what this shit. I let go. Yeah. Hey!
Ain't you sleeping on me? Could've thought they had the pink eye. I meant just what I said, ain't going nowhere without my damn fire.
For Kayla's family, the arrest of Jamil Carrillo Jemison and Laudre Demont Todd Green represented a fragile beacon of hope. They believed that the legal system, though slow, was finally moving towards accountability for the life taken from them. The path ahead, while arduous, seemed to promise closure, a verdict that might finally bring some peace. Then, on June 4th, 2025, that fragile hope was brutally extinguished. In a move that shocked everyone following the case, the capital murder charges against both Jemison and Todd Green for Kayla Warren's death were officially dismissed. Just like that, the legal pursuit for her killer came to an abrupt, inexplicable halt. It meant that, despite the arrests, no one would be held accountable in a court of law for the gunfire that ended Kayla's life. Kayla's case, legally speaking, was now adrift, a profound void where justice should have been. This kind of outcome isn't unheard of in Birmingham's legal system, with other homicide charges also seeing dismissals. But for Kayla's family, this knowledge offered no comfort. The official reasons for this devastating dismissal remain unspoken, shrouded in the court's proceedings. Why, after arrests and serious charges, did the case against these individuals crumble? The public, and more importantly, Kayla's loved ones, were left with a crushing absence of answers. With the charges gone, the legal system had, in a sense, walked away. But what about Kayla's family? What about the truth they so desperately sought for her? The courtroom doors closed on the charges, but the echoes of those gunshots that claimed Kayla's life reverberated louder than ever. Her vibrant future lost, arrest made, and then, nothing. The question isn't just who walked free, but why they did. In the chilling silence that followed, Kayla's family and a community were forced to confront an agonizing reality. Sometimes, the most brutal acts leave behind only questions and a profound, unsolved echo. The story of Kayla KayWay Warren is a poignant reminder of a life brimming with promise, abruptly silenced. She was a rising artist, a student with dreams of a new career, and most importantly, a loving mother. Her vibrant future, and the future she envisioned for her young daughter, were cut short by a hail of bullets on a quiet August night. Arrests were made, charges were filed, offering a brief moment of hope for accountability. Yet, the legal doors slammed shut with a dismissal, leaving no one held responsible in court for Kayla's death. This legal limbo, this profound absence of conviction, is compounded by the fact that the motivation behind her murder remains officially unknown. The fundamental why for Kayla's killing continues to haunt, an agonizing mystery for her family and for all who learn her story. Kayla's case stands as an unfinished narrative. It speaks to the broader pain felt by a community grappling with the persistent presence of gun violence and a deep desire for meaningful conflict resolution. For Kayla's family, the quest for justice is far from over. It's a journey marked by immense loss, the frustration of a legal system that couldn't provide answers, and an unyielding determination to find the truth, even when official channels yield none. The story of Kayla KayWay Warren stands as a powerful reminder that some chapters of real-life tragedy remain painfully open. If her story moved you, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and leave a comment below with your thoughts. What do you believe needs to happen for cases like Kayla's to truly find justice? Your engagement helps keep these stories alive and pushes for answers. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Viral True Crime Stories for more compelling narratives that demand our attention. As we conclude Kayla Warren's story, our thoughts turn to the immense void left by her absence. She was more than a name in a case file. She was a melody silenced, an aspiring dream abruptly halted, a mother's embrace forever missed by her child. Her life, so full of promise and artistry, was stolen. For her daughter, her family, and all who cherished her, the pain is immeasurable, and the questions linger, heavy and unresolved. We remember Kayla Alexandria KayWay Warren, a spirit that deserved to thrive. May her memory continue to resonate, urging us all to seek a world where such lives are protected and justice, however elusive, is tirelessly pursued. Dear viewers, if you found this investigation insightful, kindly like and share this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for future updates. It will mean a lot to us and encourage us to keep bringing you these true crime stories. Thanks for watching till the end, and until the next video, stay safe.